Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell, okay? This read is going to be for Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security in relationships. Something about the relationships that you're seeking security in right now, I'm seeing that they're like trending. So there's something that about relationships externally that you're observing and you're learning lessons about, that the way that people are treating each other in relationships from the spirit of true self is a trend, okay? I'm also seeing some influences by the way of the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, which represents fate, it's just like an observation of the pattern of times and the dynamics of how people operate within their communities and in personal relationships, business relationships, family, stuff like that. And that's just what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing your refrigerator. So there are multiple layers to the reality and everything is connected. So let's get into the read. I'm also seeing that there's like some strong influence from the planet Uranus during the cycle of this read. Uranus goes through an orbital cycle every 84 years, right? And Uranus specifically is involved in the experience of the existence of heaven, right? Uranus is also responsible for things happening for the greater good of humanity. I didn't know any other way to say that. Yes, Uranus is also known as a deity of the sky, like the sky god, right? Uranus is also Uranus examines humanity in like a larger scale, where like people say things are micro and then macro, you know what I mean? I'm just seeing that Uranus, well, for 84-year cycles, there's a lot that can happen within 84 years within a society or communities, and to be able to recollect that information on a larger scale for the bigger picture and for the sake of humanity and its greater good overall, it goes through those cycles. Pretty much like monitoring not just our life, humans' lives here on Earth, though probably on other planets as well, and how those other planets influence how we grow and mature, or in what ways we need to grow and mature, right? So that's Uranus, okay? Whew, that's a serious energy, right? So in regard to like how the relationships thing is trending in the specific relationship that you're seeking security in, I don't know if it's your family or your friends or actual personal romantic relationship or people that you work with. I just know that whatever the dynamic of that relationship is, it's a trend. Okay, and Uranus is recognizing it, and it's a part of this cycle that Uranus is going through at the moment, and it's being brought to the forefront, okay? In some kind of way, it has to do with your refrigerator, maybe the food that you eat, maybe your diet, and things of that nature, okay? So I'm also saying that this is not about animals, considering the fact considering the fact that we consume some animals, right? And those animals consume some plant life that's produced naturally on this planet. Uranus is also, you know, documenting by the way of Mercury. I can also see that collaboration, where the data on a larger scale, cosmic scale, is being collected on how it's affecting us in our spiritual maturity and our growth as a humankind, right? So this, what I'm seeing though specifically, is that this is, you're not seeking security in animals. So you may be vegan in regard to your refrigerator, you may be vegan or vegetarian, or you just may not have pets, or you just may not have a relationship with animals. Though what I'm seeing specifically is that the security that you are seeking has to do with your relationships, though not necessarily with animals. So you may not even like animals, you may not be an animal person, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm also seeing that you are seeking security to heal from some type of way that you've been hurt in relationships. You know what is speaking louder than anything? Healing from karmic inherited cycles, like toxic behaviors in relationship dynamics that you've learned and inherited from your family. And it's not something that animals go through because it's morally motivated. So good for you. Wow. I'm like, okay. So I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self. You are so spiritually mature and you are growing, and I'm really proud of you. And I just want to say that because our animalistic nature and how we are so operated by our ego and our need to survive, we can be caught up in that. Oh, I'm hearing foolish. We can be caught up in that foolish cycle of being toxic. And if our family or friends or whatever are constantly giving affirmation and confirmation, if we're in that community that's in acceptance of that kind of behavior or that kind of harm, that survival of the fittest attitude, and you know what I'm talking about. Only the strong survive. My daddy thought that way, and his daddy thought that way, and his daddy thought that way, and if you're not tough, then you're gonna get left behind, like that kind of attitude. And it's like, well, you would constantly be in a cycle of that if no one ever changes it, right? So what I'm seeing is Uranus is bringing that to the forefront with you, because it goes through an orbital cycle every 84 years. So this means that this trend could have been going on through your bloodline and your family for that long. That's a few generations. And if anyone can overcome the challenges of that kind of cycle, I'm sure it's you. Okay? God don't do things for no reason. So I'm seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self a lesson. I'm gonna just say it straight, like how it's in that order, okay? It says family mirrors email. So the northern wind is influencing a lesson learned by you in your spirit of true self from the soul in regard to partnerships having to do with people in your family, right? Your family is also, but the partnerships that you have with people in your family are teaching you lessons, your spirit of true self lessons, that is seeking security in those relationships, a lesson in regard to perception with the eastern wind, right? And with that eastern wind, it has to do with mirrors. Everything that you touch or see when you look at yourself in the mirror is a point of reflection of time that may have existed before you were here and is connected to something that you were engaged with or interacted with after you got here. So it is your family, whether if it looks like your family or not. We all are a part of humanity. So essentially, I'm not incorrect, okay? So, and this is I'm hearing metaphysics behind the creation of the mirror. The magic, if you will, that even gives us the ability to identify a mirror as a mirror and see what we see and say that that's us, right? So, it gets me a little bit giddy. And look, So then I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the process of emailing, right? So that has to do with communications. So you have your partnerships, your partnerships with your family, your perception of mirroring time for your soul, which is all of your relationships, right? Whether they be biological, metaphysical, social, anything, right? Anything that has to do with the human experience, all the way down to numerical, if we want to talk about the matrix, right? And that being reflected back to you when you see yourself and who it is that you are. Externally, when you look in a mirror, you don't see, or do you see your heart and your lungs? And the thing is, I think that's all I'm allowed to say. However, so then you have communications by the way of the western wind, that fire element, right? Dialogue, conversation, vibration itself of the spirit animating this vessel. And that's with the western wind, the process of communications. So you got quite a lot of interesting magical things going on here, and I'm not being nosy, though I appreciate you for inviting me and making an offer to me to do this read for you, because it looks exciting. Okay, and so the emotions and the specific messages that are associated with the overall read are for you not to feel panicked, for you not to be angry. Someone wants to know more about you, or you want to know more about someone else. This could be your family that wants to know more about you, or you could be like someone that is a baby now. And I always say this about my videos, and in the future you're going to come across my content and you're wanting to know more about yourself, right? So yes, here we are. So then I'm also seeing that someone is moving on and letting go. So this could either be you moving on and letting go, or it could be someone else in your family, right? I'm also seeing for you not to be discouraged, for you to feel peaceful. It's a lot of information, though we don't want you to get like overwhelmed by it, right? So definitely for you to feel peaceful, for you to feel confident. I'm seeing that you're in your own zone, you're doing your own thing in your own zone, and for you not to feel embarrassed. Okay, I'm also seeing a love call. So this is something that's outside of your control. This is a part of what made you you. There were so many different little things that happened in the world that contributed to the creation of you. That means pulling your spiritual self from the spirit realm, connecting you to this physical realm, and, you know, starting that process of your growth, right? And as human beings, we like to believe that it starts from love calls. Some people are not as fortunate, though in this direction, the energy that I'm getting is that it's the love call, right? Love is what brings you home to earth, or what brought you home to earth, okay? Someone is expressing love, sending messages of love, thinking about you, or is ready to inform you. I don't know if I'm a part of your bloodline. What I can say is I feel honored to be able to inform you of whatever this message is, right? So thank you for accepting the love call from your spirit guide. I am seeing poker face. This poker face card is associated with someone in the future, though. And when I get to explaining who that person is or what kind of energy they have, then I'll explain this card a little bit more. Though for the most part, this is someone that's taking a gamble, not really giving all the information, showing their hands, though also someone that may be taking a chance. So it's not saying that this person is gambling. It's not saying that this person is not showing their hand. It's saying that there's a possibility that that's, you know, this person is taking risks and options, and, you know, somebody's taking a chance. I don't know if them taking a chance on you, them gambling, if this person that's gambling is you. Whatever it is, we gonna see in the future, okay? So then I'm seeing the Mirror card. The Mirror card is showing that you're mirroring each other. Who this person is that you're mirroring, I can also tell you what their zodiac sign is because it came through clear in the read, okay? So this is also a time of self-reflection, a time of introspection, and a time to do the inner work to heal those inherited karmic familial wounds. I'm going to take a break right now and give you a little bit of insight on the emotions, right? So for these specific emotions, if any of them are negative, right, or not so great, or the experiences are not so great, I want you to know that it is okay. Those are a part of just being human, right? Let's just say conditions to living, yeah. Though, and that's because it takes humans to make more humans. And so since there is a sense of imperfection, right, to our humanity, and giving us space and time to grow here, all human beings were not made without God source energy. So since we were made with God source energy and given life, you have the strength and the ability to overcome whatever those challenges are, gracefully, of course, okay? So you can overcome whatever the challenge is. Just go within. God is always there. Promise you that. So then you have this teddy bear card. Just make sure it's the good God. I gotta say that. Make sure it's the good God. So then you have this teddy bear card, and from what I can see, since I did say that, maybe, yeah, that's the good God. I'm seeing interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. So someone very much so wanting to show you love, someone that's there for you, wanting to help you heal, right? Maybe even someone that is taking a risk and taking a chance to reach out to you, to connect with you, to help you heal, to give you that love call. It's a lot that's going and being invested into you. and it just feels like favor and honor and love. And this is because if you were feeling embarrassed, if you were feeling discouraged, if you were feeling angry, if you were feeling panicked, if you were feeling disappointed, now is the time to move on and let go, or that person is going to move on and let go. Whatever that curse or that trauma that was, haunting your family is being lifted, and I see the reason why. Okay? So let's get into the read. Your family is mirroring your communications, right? And you know that because you're learning that overall lesson by the way of the winds of partnership, process, and perception, the northeastern and western winds. So if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time. Time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that has been offered to me is the 10 of Pentacles. With this 10 of Pentacles is showing financial security, abundance, wish granted, wealth. So thank you. I will definitely accept that offer. Congratulations to me. I'm so happy to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really do appreciate that, humbly. It is always appreciated when you get an offer like that. So the energy that oh, it was like easygoing for you to make that offer. Okay. Like, you could just go ahead, take it. You can have it. That's the kind of energy that is with it. Like, just have it. It's for you. Go ahead. It's being received as like not offensive. Like I said, very easygoing, nonchalant. It was received as like not cranky, not grouchy. You know what I'm getting? The energy that I'm getting off of it is like, don't give grudgingly or like of like necessity. Like you feel like you gotta give to somebody. Give to people because you want to. Though don't exhaust your resources, right? And that's what I'm seeing. So like I said, thank you. Then the energy that I see you in for this cycle of the read is the 4 of Pentacles. With this 4 of Pentacles, it's showing me that you're in an energy of like trying to balance out and stabilize your finances. Like figuring out what it is that you want to invest in. Trying to figure out what would be the best, like, yeah, I'm just still hearing investments. Like you're trying to figure out what would be the best thing to invest in that would yield you profits in the future. For your legacy, for your family, right? You're spending wisely is what I'm seeing. Do you see the way that he is holding on to this coin? Like, and the thing about the 10 of Pentacles is that, like, well, what was offered to me is that it could have been offered to me in the past, it could have been offered to me in the future, it could have just been offered to me now, that kind of thing. Though for you, this energy that is being processed during the cycle of the read is telling me about what has happened in the past so that I can tell you what's going to happen in the future. So this gives a read about the fullness of time, and then I can give you all of the details based off of what has been offered to me, right? So just giving that clarification so there's no confusion. You're like, I don't feel that way right now. It's okay. What is showing me that energy that you were in during the cycle of the read, okay? So I'm also seeing that it was like destined for you to be in this energy, and that makes sense because there was the Wheel of Fortune card that pretty much talks about fates, and it has to do with your family. So you inherited the experience, and only you can overcome those challenges. No one else in your family can do that for you. So you're in this 4 of Pentacles energy. You're being very heartfelt though, so it's like you're trying to be you're also being received as like clever and witty and wise. So what I'm seeing is the decisions that you're making and how it is that you're spending your money and what you're investing your money in, you're being conscious about it because you want to make sure that you're making the right financial choices, though at the same time you're also being received as like really heartfelt. So whatever decisions that you are making to invest in others, I'm seeing that is coming from the heart. Okay, the energy that I see, like I said, it's a love call. So in the past position for the cycle of this read, I'm seeing that you were either in the King of Rods, or this is someone else in the past. This is someone that prioritizes family. And is like head of household, right? In certain situations, when you think about like a King of Rods, it's someone that's prioritizing their family, head of household, the provider, the breadwinner. You know, that trend of what a man is supposed to be, right? This gender does not have to be male or female. It's not specific. So you could also be a female that's in that provider, head of household type of energy, prioritizing your family in this King of Rods energy. Okay, you're being received as someone that's like not scared of being in that role, like very confident in leading a family. You're not being received as corrupted or unethical. You're also not being received as cruel. So you're like genuinely a kind person that's leaning more into nurturing the household is what I'm seeing. So good for you. Then I'm seeing that you were, or this could have been someone else. I don't want you to think that I'm saying that the King of Rods is you. It's saying, from what I can see, it's showing me that it could have been you. It could always have been you. Only you know if it was you, right? Because if you're somebody that's like, I don't prioritize the household, that's my husband, you know what I mean? So this could also be a representation of like that other person that is in your life that has that valuable energy of, you know, what you've been seeking security in by the dynamics of your relationships, right? Dynamics. So this King of Rods could be like an uncle, a grandfather, a brother, a husband, a boyfriend. Though, like I said, it does not have to be a man. It could be a female as well. This is just someone that takes on that provider type of energy, head of household, leadership of the family type of energy, okay? And you're either this person and you're being received as not cruel, not corrupted, and not scared of taking on that role, or this is someone else that you're looking up to and you're receiving them as not cruel, and you don't think that they're a corrupted person, and you don't think that they're like someone that you should be afraid of moving forward in that energy with, okay? Then I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles paired with the Seven of Rods. So the Six of Pentacles is showing me that you were in a really good relationship, balanced relationship with your finances, right? And this is the last part of the cycle of the read. So I'm seeing that you were, like I said, in a really good balanced relationship with your finances. So that means that the amount of money that is coming in that's earned is not higher than the cost of living or what you have to pay to survive by, right? So much to the point where you can even be charitable in the amount of money that you have. Because remember, like I said, you were in the Four of Pentacles for the cycle of the read. So it's like you're stabilizing where it is that you put your money in. You're investing and you're prioritizing and putting it into your family. you're also being wise with your finances, because you're like, should I really spend money on that? I don't know. And is it an investment, or is it like something that I'm gonna have to be like liable for? Am I taking a risk by investing in it? And it's that kind of energy. And then you recognize that you are mirroring your family. So who's really investing in who, right? And so with the Six of Pentacles energy, is showing that, like I said, the cost of living for you is not higher than the amount of money that you're making, because they're also making those investments in you as well. So then with the Seven of Rods, I'm seeing that because you are in that kind of healthy relationship with your finances, you have the ability to defend yourself against any negative works that have been done, not just on your family, though your entire bloodline. So that, like I said, I was seeing that you had inherited some toxic karmic traits or cycles or things that, you know, not so awesome, right? However, you've also inherited that strength and that ability and that willpower, that God source energy to be able to overcome those challenges. So I'm just seeing like ancestral energy, like being in alignment with you, to stand strong with you in your decision making, to be like, yes, this is worth making an investment in for your long term. And we're just really proud of the fact that you made that decision and that choice. Okay? So, and because we're really proud, and because we stand by you, and because you should know that you're not alone, right? You will be able to overcome those challenges and defend yourself the way that you need to, whether if it's with your finances, whether if it's with the challenges that you've inherited because of your bloodline, right? I was about to say because of us, though I specifically said because of your bloodline. You definitely have the strength, the energy, the spiritual maturity that is necessary to go within and fight those demons, break those inherited toxic karmic cycles. Okay? You are being received in this energy as like animated, very lively, smooth, balanced out in this energy, right? Also exact. So divine, perfect timing with that Wheel of Fortune card. And also very passionate. So I'm saying that this is something that you're passionate about. I'm hearing, I don't want to be broke no more. I don't know if you grew up like in one of those households where like mom and dad or whoever raised you, whoever your guardians were, whoever was responsible for you, financially inherited unhealthy, you know, ways of understanding finances, right? And you're very passionate about taking opportunities that put you in a better financial position, and also being able to defend yourself against other things that are going on as well. Because I'm also hearing, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And you have the strength and the ability, by the way of the Wheel of Fortune card, to be able to mirror the love calls that are coming from the universe in the totality of time, to help stand with you to overcome spiritual strength, mental strength, emotional strength, physical strength, and financial strength. Okay? And if you're going to take on and take up those challenges, then know that you're not alone. Okay? So let's move forward. As far as the future, I'm seeing the Five of Swords reversed. The Five of Swords reverse is showing me that in the future there is no one that is in competition with you. You know how people say it's like, it's me against me? Or like the worst version of you versus the best version of you. Or who you are now versus who it is that you want to be versus who it is that you were. The universe is of you, okay? This is reminding me of that show, Universe of Terra. If you don't know, you better look it up. You better watch it. Though with this Five of Swords reversed, I'm seeing that like you're not in competition with anyone and no one is in competition with you. You are prioritizing the wellness of your soul and your spiritual maturity, not just for yourself, but for your bloodline. Okay? This is the mission that God has you on and you can't turn back. Okay? You are being received in this energy as not overwhelmed, not furious, and not hopeless. Now, I am seeing that you were on the edge of being hopeless. Like you felt like all hope was lost. Maybe in the past you felt like you had done something wrong and you didn't realize that it was just a time of change and transformation. Certain things that were normalized in your family in the past, and only you know what that truth is, were normalized. Certain behaviors were accepted. And other people dare not be brave enough to speak out against it because it's not your business. Though y'all are all a part of the same bloodline. So just take it to God. Right? You don't have to quarrel with anyone. You just take it straight to God and you will overcome those challenges. Okay? So I'm seeing that if you were in competition though with anyone, you would have been overwhelmed, you would have been furious, you also would have been hopeless, because you would have been fighting against people, battles that weren't yours. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy that you were in the Five of Swords reversed, where embarrassment and what is that? And panic and discouragement and anger, right, are not your portion. I'm so happy and grateful that confidence is your portion. I'm so happy and grateful that you can thrive and excel and succeed in your own zone. I'm so happy and grateful that as a point of reflection of time for you, we are mirroring love, cause, and healing energy. Okay? So let's get into this poker face. Okay? So in the future, further into the future, I'm seeing the King of Swords. So with this King of Swords, I'm also seeing the Nine of Pentacles as well. With this King of Swords, it's showing me someone that is led by truth and justice, number one. So this could be some type of legal figure that's coming in. This could be you, or this could be someone else that's coming in to defend you, okay? Or give you some truth, right? Provide you with some new type of information that you trust, okay? And since you're seeking security over some type of harm that's been done in the dynamics of your relationships, maybe from people in your family, maybe at work, however it resonates, right? This either could be you in this King of Swords energy, or this could be someone else coming in to defend you or provide you with some type of information. Regardless of who that is, it's paired with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is showing me that there is financial wish fulfillment. Like, you wanted to be making more financially secure decisions. You wanted to be making healthy investments, right? And you weren't sure if you were making the right kind of investments, though you knew that whatever investments you put your money into, I'm just seeing that you just knew that whatever it is that you were putting your money into, that your decisions had to be to invest in the security of your family and, you know, and the priority of wealth, you know, for your legacy. Okay? So like for them to be safe and secure. Whatever it was that you invested in, you did a good job. So that's paired with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles may be coming to inform you of that. Maybe writing you a check, maybe giving you a check, maybe telling you that you won. Wheel of Fortune, poker face. Oh, that's right. So excuse me. So this is fate. This is fated. Obviously it's in the future. So this is the fate, right? King of Swords coming in, or you're in the King of Swords energy giving this information. There was a risk that was taken, and it's revealed that you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So congratulations to you. You rich now. I guess you're being received in this energy as mature. So that is your judgment, that you're being received as mature. Also kind, loving, and tender. Like you deserve this opportunity. You deserve this funding. You deserve this money. You deserve this security, right? That you've been seeking. And you're being received in this energy as not moody, not irritable, not temperamental, just very easygoing. Like I said, with the Ten of Pentacles that was offered to me, for me to be able to give the read to you, it's like you put that energy out there and now you're getting it back. So I'm happy for you. Then the energy that I see moving forward into the future is that you get set free from whatever contract you have with the devil, or whatever contract your family had with the devil. Okay, some kind of way that was going on. Uranus knows 84-year cycles, right? Sees all, knows all. That's a part of God, the cosmic design. And you're being released, okay, from the contract that you had with your family's demons and the overall devil in the situation. I'm seeing that what the devil was for you was aggression, hostility, and being overoccupied. Okay, so you're free from that, and that's, I can see that with the devil card reversed. So it's showing me that God stepped in, because to whoever this Libra is, you were received as impressive, unforgettable, and notable. So someone stepped in on your behalf and I guess went to God about you. Talked about how impressive you were. Went to God about balancing your scales. Made that love call for you, right? And here we are. So this Libra didn't do it alone though. This Libra did it with Venus energy. Venus goes through an 8-month orbital cycle. Venus has to do with the experiences of love, desire, beauty, sex, fertility, prosperity, and victory. Also seeing Earth behind it. Earth has to do with, the Earth element has to do with the southern wind. Considering the fact that you didn't have the southern wind specifically influencing the lessons learned during the cycle of the read, I'm seeing that this Libra, whoever they are, may have been the one that cursed you. I'm not projecting that the Libra was. I'm saying that there's a strong possibility that it was this Libra. because this Libra has some type of power in regard to your love, desire, sex. Like, this is someone that you're connected to off of those kinds of energies. Okay? So this person, whoever it is, you have a relationship with them. They recognize the hostility in you. They recognize how busy you are. And I'm seeing either God released you from that Libra being in attachment to you, or this Libra went to God and spoke on your behalf, living or dead, and spoke about how impressive you are. Okay? Wow. So, as far into your future as I can see is this High Priestess energy paired with this King of Cups. Now, if y'all wasn't going to be anybody towards the end of the cycle of this read, you could be either one of these, right? I mean, excuse me, as far as like, if you were going to grow into anything in the future, these are some pretty awesome cards to be. So it's not saying which one is which, or which one is you, or who. Blue Skadoo, you can too. Okay, just kidding. But really, you could be this High Priestess, or you could be the King of Cups. In either energy, the gender is not specific, right? Though there is something between these two, right? So with the King of Cups energy, this is someone that is emotionally intelligent, emotionally secure, right? And to the point where they know how to communicate effectively how it is that they're feeling, and then they also know how to give other people space and time to be able to talk things out, right? With solutions, and not so much as like this is someone that knows how to practice active listening, like someone that can listen to you talk and help give you guidance on solutions, just respects emotions in general, right? And then with this High Priestess energy, you could be in both of these energies. This could be two different people, or you could be one of them, right? So with this High Priestess energy, this is someone that is spirit-led, spirit-fed, also someone that's led by their intuition, right? This is someone that you can't get sneaky shit by on. She knows. You know that song? She knows. She knows. This is someone that is intuitive, like they in tune with God's source energy. So this could even be that Libra, right? Take it as it resonates. I am seeing that both in this energy, you all are being received as distinguished, honorable, extraordinary, acclaimed, and delightful, like well-scented. So, who embarrassed? Right? And that also goes with this teddy bear energy, right? That came from the beginning. Like, if you all are going to be mirroring each other, someone that's in the King of Cups energy, very emotionally intelligent, you have financial security, now you're way more emotional intelligent, and if you all are mirroring each other, you're practicing healing those inner wounds so that you all aren't passing that kind of stuff onto your children. And then to end it out with the teddy bear card is like blooming romance, wanting to date. And so I'm just saying that's a good match, right? So to you, Aquarius, and potentially Libra, I do send love, light, and healing energy, and I wish you all the best in what is to come, because it looks pretty amazing. So I will see you all next time. Bye. Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project. that requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels.